Hey, this is John with FLO. In this video, we're going to walk you through routine maintenance on a FLO Freehub. Every 1,500 miles, we recommend that you service the Freehub on any of your rear FLO wheels. Now, the Freehub is this piece on the back where you install your cassette. This wheel here already has the end caps removed. If you have questions about removing end caps, we have another video that will help you explain that. But we're going to show you how to service this wheel itself. So one thing that I like to do is sort of grab the Freehub in the palm of my hand like this. And when I grab it, if I keep my hand close to the rim and I squeeze, it'll sort of pull that Freehub away. The reason I do that is I don't want to pull this out too quickly. On the inside of the Freehub, there are springs and pawls. If you pull it really quickly, they can get stuck in place by that grease that's in there. And you can put them back, but it's just easier if you don't have to. So you can grab the Freehub and pull out slightly. Once you break the seal, there's a seal on all of our disc brake wheels. Now, our rim brake wheels do not have this seal, so don't worry about that. You won't have to take it off or you won't have to put it back on. But once you get that off, you can pull that out slowly, just like that. And you'll make sure that you look at the bottom of that Freehub. There are 3 pawls and 3 springs. If they're not there, no big deal. They'll probably be inside, and you can put those back in. And if you have questions or how to do that, we have another video that explains how to put those in. With that out, the thing that we need to do for maintenance for this is we need to re-grease the inside. Now, there's a bunch of parts on the inside here, teeth, where those springs and pawls engage with. So we're going to make sure that that's properly greased. Now, also, there's a spacer that is going to come with the Freehub itself, which is a small sleeve type axle bearing. We'll want to make sure that we keep that in place, but we'll want to add some grease there as well. It's handy to have a rag on hand here. So we use a grease from Park Tool, PPL1, which is a great grease. So in order to do that, you just place a small amount of grease on the inside of that Freehub area on the hub. And then we use a small brush, just like this. Just sort of paint that grease in there. Make sure you get it around all of the different teeth. And then any excess grease that we have, what we like to do is we like to paint it also on the Freehub itself. Just paint that around all the springs and pawls. Make sure it's got a good coat of grease on there. Just put a little on the back side of the bearing so that that sleeve bearing has a spot to sit. Once you have that properly greased, just take your Freehub and you slide it back over the axle. And when you do that, you're going to get to a spot where the Freehub stops. And the reason it stops is because those pawls that are in there with the springs are not compressed, and they need to compress in order for that Freehub to go back on fully. So most of the time you can do it with just the palm of your hand. You push in on the Freehub and you twist counterclockwise just to get that to seat in place. And if you do that, you can see that that sits in place. Sometimes that's not possible, and there's a trick for that. You can take a piece of dental floss to basically grab the pawls and compress them once you wrap it around. So we take a piece of dental floss just like this, and you wrap it around the pawls, and then you pull it tight, which compresses those pawls. And once they are compressed, that Freehub will slide right in place. Perfect. Now, once that Freehub is on the axle and fully seated, you're going to want to take the rubber gasket that is on just our disc brake wheels. You're going to want to put that back in place. Now, there's 2 sides to this. There's a side with a raised lip on the inside diameter, and there's a side with a raised lip on the outside diameter. You want to make sure that the piece with the inside diameter that is raised is going to face out. So you put that back over in place, and you push it in to snap it in place, just like that. You'll feel it snap in place all the way around. And once that's in place, now you'll be good to go. Just want to make sure you can feel that spin. Sometimes when you're regreasing these things, you'll forget to put in that axle bearing, that sleeve bearing. And if you do that and you tighten it up, it will not spin. So make sure you have that in place. And once you have that, you've properly maintenanced your Freehub. If you want to learn about, again, putting those end caps back on or off, we have another video for that. And we hope that helps.